It is cold outside, February 29th here in downtown Toronto, but inside the TIFF Bell Lightbox, things are heating up because we're at the red carpet premiere screening of Born to Be Blue. And guess who's going to join us? That's right, this guy, Mr. Ethan Hawke.
I feel like I've had a date with playing Chet Baker, since the early 90s when I saw Let's Get Lost, Bruce Weber's film. I was really moved by him, and a few years later, Richard Linklater and I developed a movie about Chet Baker, and it never happened. And then Robert Boudreau approached me. I was working here in Toronto, and we had a meeting, and it was clear he was a passionate, smart guy who was very much in love with his music and had what it took to make a good film. And the character is so interesting and so challenging.
Has style of singing that was unpopular in terms of, it wasn't like Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin. He had his own ways of romantically approaching things. So in the grand scheme, there is only Chet Baker. There is really nobody else that sounds like him. He sang one of the most beautiful songs, My Funny Valentine, in a way that wasn't actually expected to be sung. It's a very romantic, smoky ballad that it's so hot. Like, I'm getting shivers just thinking about how amazing it was. And it'd be interesting to hear how Ethan sings it.
It will be.
Also, apart from him just being a great actor and being a big fan of his, I think he kind of captures he's got a certain hipster kind of aesthetic. You can really see him in a jazz world, and I knew that he was a fan already, and I knew that he would bring a certain amount of passion. And so he was like the top choice right from the start, and I feel so fortunate that the stars aligned to make that work.
I hope that's true. I bet he thought of another couple guys too. There's some good people out there.
Well, I take it at face value,
Me
everything
too.
that I'm
Me
told
too.
on the red
Very
carpet.
good. Very good.
And a lot of these types of musicians have different loves. Women, drugs, music, there's different forms of love, and I think the film climaxes in a decision that he has to make between these various forms of love, and I think that tagline kind of plays on that choice, which to me is the central kind of choice of the movie.
It's pretty easy to forget that it's a gift. It's very mysterious where, what makes one person be able to run really fast, one person be able to have insight into mathematics, and one person great with architecture, and some person good with their hands. We all have these gifts, and when they get taken away, you realize that you don't. What are you? And it's a very, very powerful question, and one that Chet didn't want to ask himself.